Spotify app, type in TWNRGY, you'll find us. And once you do find us on YouTube, if you could subscribe, that'd be amazing. It's just as good as contributing financially sometimes.
You can subscribe on iTunes as well.
Subscribe on iTunes.
Don't forget that.
Leave comments, leave suggestions.
We're open for it.
Open, ready for any suggestions and comments that you may have. Just let us know, and we'll continue to bring information about health and wellness. And just want to say thanks again for listening to us. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Adam Fernandez.
With the TWNRGY Podcast. Love you guys. Take care.
Take care. Love you.
Hey everybody, welcome to the TWNRGY Podcast. My name is Aaron.
And I'm Adam Fernandez.
Yo.
Welcome.
Welcome everybody. And today we're just going to be doing a podcast talking about our weekly purchases for groceries, how much they cost, just a breakdown, and just showing everybody how inexpensive and relatively easy it is to eat healthy, do something that anyone could do.
Yeah. It doesn't take a lot to be able to have healthy purchases. You don't have to go out and have a pre-prepared meal at a restaurant or a fast food joint. You can go home, go to the grocery store, and make it yourself and set it up for the week.
Get after it, y'all. All right. Yeah, just for instance, this week in particular, I have a couple of different receipts of what we purchased. I actually added about maybe $60 more because we didn't purchase things to eat for this weekend. Typically, we'll spend about 30 something bucks, and that'll be like breakfast and lunch for Saturday and for Sunday. But in total, I added some extra money. It was about $168. Let me double check my figures here. Yeah, $168 per week. And then typically we'll have...
For the both of us together.
Yeah, for the both of us together. And typically we'll have 2 meals a day and then a snack. So that's 2 meals and a snack for $168 total. Sometimes it'll be a little bit more, sometimes it'll be a little bit less, depending on the veggie prices and whatever else we purchase.
In case you get something on the side, like an impulse buy or whatever.
I'm feeling that. I got a sweet tooth.
It bumps it up a bit.
Yeah, so it'll change, it'll fluctuate, but typically it's around that range, 168, give or take a couple bucks. And what that equates to, I just divided it by 2. In the sense, 2 meals a day for both of us. So about that, if you do 2 meals a day, 7 days a week, that's 28 meals. So I did 168 divided by 28, and it equals about $6. I rounded up a little bit, but it's about $6 a day to have 2 meals and a snack. And that's without having to go to the fast food spot, getting that extra value, man.
Just having that self-control, or just have those 2 meals and the snack.
Yeah.
And not having to go and have something on the fridge or go to the store, buy something fast food.
No,
just kind of keeping on a strict diet. Maybe sometimes in the evening, a little hungry on different days, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's close to bedtime, so I figure I'm gonna go to bed soon, and I'm not gonna be worried about it when I'm sleeping. And then when I wake up in the morning, honestly, not even hungry.
Same here.
So it's kind of weird. You go to bed feeling maybe a little hungry, wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, I can wait another few hours before I need to eat.
And like Adam says, it's like a slight inkling of hunger. It's like you're watching the food channel or somebody cooking something, like, man, that looks pretty dang good. But it's not like a hunger where your stomach's grumbling and it's just like, oh man, I really need something to eat. So long story short, it does not inhibit my sleep. I don't know if it inhibits yours.
No, I don't wake up in the middle of the night hungry. If anything, I wake up in the middle of the night and you get something to drink or whatever.
Take a pee, I don't know.
Maybe a baño.
But even though I try to cut my water intake several hours before I go to bed, so I don't have to wake up to go to the restroom. But either way, just I don't feel that not eating hours before I go to bed affects my sleep. I feel great nonetheless. But like I was saying, just to kind of break it down, what we typically purchase is enough to have either salad or wraps. If you check out our Instagram, we're typically posting our salads and our wraps that we usually have for our first meal of the day. And then we'll have almonds, walnuts, wasabi peas, or even
green shake.
Yeah, green shake. Our cashews as well, and our collagen drink. But yeah, all that subsides me for quite a while. Like having the breakfast bowl of wrap, having those snacks, and then later in the afternoon, we'll typically have our vegetable shake that has all our little bits and pieces. Watch our veggie shake episode,
and you'll see what's in it.
And see all the goodies that are in it, and just that shake alone, which is typically my last meal of the day, subsides me.
It's a big full cup of vegetables.
Real quick.
So it's a lot in there where you're eating a meal of vegetables in a cup.
Yeah, like it's basically this cup.
Sometimes like about right there.
Yeah, it all depends on how big the veggies were that week. Like
some weeks where you just knew it was raining, you see these big old beets and big old long beet greens.
And same thing with the kale. Depending on how rainy and sunny it was the week prior or that week of, you'll get like these huge stalks of kale, and it typically fills me up.
It fluctuates.
Yeah, so that it could be anywhere from here to here on any given day. But the wraps, the salad, whatever we have, the snacks, and our veggie shake typically sustain my hunger and help me get through the day. But
same here.
Yeah, and then bam.
So I guess with my part, just what we eat is filling enough for me, with especially with my lunch workout, which I'll work out for about 40 minutes. And doing like cardio, doing weights.
Cardi B or cardio?
Oh,
man, so cardio on the headphones or Cardi B.
And then after work, I'll ride my bike to the gym and do the sauna and come home and just get little things done, whatever
Maybe
chores.
Maybe do a little ab workout before the gym.
Yeah, sometimes do an ab workout before the gym. So I'm pretty active, and then even doing all that, it's not making me ridiculously hungry or feeling as though I'm depriving myself with what I've eaten earlier in the day. I try to cut my eating out around 12 or 1 o'clock up until like the next morning. So with those workouts and everything, I feel sufficed and not feeling as if I need to have more food. Maybe sometimes occasionally I want it, but I don't.
Also I was gonna say, like eating less and not eating like heavily before workout or heavily throughout the day kind of helps me sustain my energy, where my body's not digesting these large meals, and I have the energy to go to the gym, to go on a bike ride, to run to the gym, whatever we decide to do, whatever I decide to do, whatever he decides to do.
Yeah. So, and it's funny with these extra value meals, people think they're getting a great value, but I believe in eating healthy, not overeating, and working out can be a better value to you. It's funny just how Aaron said, our meals are $6 a day, and I feel...
Give or take $1 or $2.
I'm not peckish at the end of the day. I feel good.
Little bird over here, little chicken?
Yeah, I feel good. And then, so it's like, that's $6. And then say somebody's getting an extra value meal of some sort. I mean, prices are jumping up quite a bit there. Like, you can pay inflation $6 or $7, or maybe depending on something else, like $8.
Supersize it, man.
Meal. And this would be a big, fatty, not so good for you meal. And then if you get 2 or 3, I know some people that will eat fast food twice a day, and just right there, you could eat
like several thousand calories.
Yeah, you could. Calorie-wise, that's a lot, and then just eating those meals could be, say, $14 a day, and then however much it costs for breakfast or
groceries for that.
One of the third meal that
don't forget your coffee, your $5 latte in the morning. That adds up, and then and if you go to get to juice it up or something like that, a little juice, a little smoothie, it all adds up.
Yeah, so it could compare to $6 that I spend per day to somebody maybe spending it, say $16 to $18 a day on a meal. It's just, money adds up. Financially, it's beneficial for you just to go buy your own stuff and prepare it for the week, rather than constantly going out, going to lunch, and this, that, and the other. Pizza.
We do go to these places. We do try these foods.
But on occasion. Like once every few months, like go get ramen or pho or
pizza.
Pizza, like maybe once every 6 months. Like, try to stay away from that as much as possible. But there's just, and it's crazy because there's so many different choices when you go to, say, Sprouts. and look at all the different vegetables and fruits to where you're going to see this and you're not going to get bored. You could have 1 week of this group food. You could have next week you're going to try these out, and there's just so many choices.
Are you going to do these ones with those ones and mix it up?
So there's just so many different choices, and then like whether it's like dry wasabi peas as a snack or like cashews, peanuts, walnuts, pecans, almonds, just so many things you could whether it's like salted, unsalted. I try to stay away from all those crazy flavors and stuff, or chocolate covered this. I try to stay away from that.
They're good, but
good on occasions in moderation, but it's just kind of so many different choices for you to not get bored. Because that's a lot of things that people say is like, oh, this is boring. You guys have to be I can't get that way. You guys are so boring.
Little zombies, little robots.
Hey, it keeps you from being sick. Last time I remember having the flu was around 2002, so I'm doing good. I'm helping myself. Like, I've had a cold here and there, but legitimately getting the flu, been about 18 freaking years.
Yeah, and just like Adam was saying, with the saving of the money on eating, we're not going to all these crazy places all the time, but we get to save that money to do things that we like, because we like to maintain an active lifestyle, whether we're going on a hike, not that it costs to go on a hike, parking, $5.
Yeah.
But whether we go on vacation, visit friends, or go visit our grandma out in Arizona, we have the money, the excess money to go do those things. And we're not worrying, we're not stressed out about our finances, like, oh man, I got those 12 pairs of Jordans, oh shoot, how am I going to pay my electric bill, my car payment? So not indulging in those food and those items helps us to be like fiscally responsible and
enjoy life.
Not
that you have to have money to enjoy life, but I mean, it makes things easier.
Yeah. But yeah, one other item I wanted to talk about, I'll pick up on right now. One other thing I just wanted to reiterate, or kind of just itemize and bring light to what purchases we did make. I'll go through it really quick. We got our ginger root that we put in our shake. We have jalapenos. We have limes. We have broccoli sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
There you go. They charged me twice for broccoli sprouts. I'm like, I guess I can't read.
You gotta check before you leave.
Yeah, we got radishes. We got a bunch of beets, like literally a bunch of beets. We have fresh rosemary, 7 large avocados. We have red bell peppers, yellow bell peppers. We have 1 bell pepper of each.
Celery, organic celery stalk, organic cilantro.
Couple of those on over.
Got those cucumbers.
Queuing it up.
And organic green kale, red yams, yellow onions, sun-dried tomatoes.
Yes, and in bulk, finishing it off, we have a couple things. Go for it.
Got that brown flaxseed.
Bam.
We got pumpkin seeds. In tricolor quinoa. For a total of $58.43.
Yes. And the next one, or I'll go this one. This one was the next one. There's a couple of other items. We usually go to 2 stores. We go most of our veggies at Sprouts, and then we'll go to the grocery store over by our house and pick up all the odds and ends that we need for the week and the weekends. But
here we got 2 things of pickles, kosher pickles.
Kosher, keep it kosher, y'all.
Oh, we got wasabi peas.
Clean it up.
It says vegetarian something. It doesn't, not a good description.
Vegetables. Maybe it was the.
Got basil. Got cauliflower flowerets, and mushrooms. I think the vegetarian thing would have been onions, unless you got that.
I got that at the other store. But then also the snack nuts. You got some almonds, or what'd you get?
Yeah, I got
almond it up with snack time. And then one last thing, because we found a great company that makes it, a great tasting one, but got hummus at one other store. And this is on the way home from our parents, so we're not going and driving to 12 different stores. We're just like bam on the way home, bam on the way home.
One store is on the way home, one store is right next to our house, and one store is right by our parents' house. So we're really not going too far out of the way.
But that Athenos hummus is the best.
Pretty bad.
One of the best. One of the best I've had. Best that you can buy in a store. I'm sure there's way better ones that people make fresh.
Homemade.
And you go to homemade or a restaurant where they're making it.
Grease. Pretty dang good.
Yes. Very delicious. George knows what's up. Roma Leotis. Bam. Just the main concept that we're trying to say is that eating healthy is great on your pocketbook as well as your waistline. but a lot of people may not
preconceptions of it being bad and expensive
and even difficult. Like, oh yeah, I could buy vegetables, but what do I do with them? Like, you just chop them up.
I don't even cook anything.
Typically, we eat them like we have like a whole foods diet. Not that we're doing like
or raw food.
Raw food. So it's getting the proper nutrients just based on them being cut up and not fried. Like for breakfast, we'll do like frying of a couple things.
Yeah.
But typically, we're just chopping them up, put it in a bowl, and then for seasoning, we're just like throwing some salt on it, maybe garlic salt, some Celtic salt,
some lemon or lime on it.
Basil and rosemary are great for flavor as well. And then maybe just a little bit of like a olive oil that we concocted where we throw like some cloves of garlic, some rosemary in there or thyme, and it makes it just kind of pop with taste. You don't need to buy those salad dressings. You don't need to buy all these different other crazy seasonings, whatever it is. But it's easy. You just chop it up and like whether you throw it in a wrap, like a veggie wrap, or you put it in a salad, or for those of you who want, you can even buy a prepackaged salad. They're a little bit more expensive, but point being, it's not hard to do it yourself. Just take the time. The time that you take to make the food, it kind of equates to a longer life. Like you're slowing things down, you're preparing.
Eat slowly and kind of. I know that in Japanese culture they eat with chopsticks because it takes longer to eat, and then while you're doing that, you're digesting and you're
being satiated.
You're not as hungry. If you eat your food so fast, and then it's like, okay, I gotta eat more. more.
Yeah, because then you get the molecule, like your brain or your stomach and your gut talks to your brain and says, hey, pump those brakes. Don't need to put more food in here.
We're getting full already because you haven't gotten full yet once you finish your meal so quickly.
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times maybe where I was super hungry, just rubbed it all down. I'm like, man, where's the next thing? Where's dessert?
It happens.
Yeah, but either way, eating healthy, eating vegetables, eating vegetable-based is not difficult. There's so many options, like whether you check out our podcast, other podcasts, our Instagram, other people's Instagram, there's so many opportunities for you to figure out something that you would like. And like Adam said earlier, there's so much variation of fruits and vegetables and other things. You can throw some meat in there. I'm not saying it's evil, whether you throw some fish, some healthy fatty fish that's good for your brain, good for your body, your heart. Just there's so many options out there. So take your time. The more time you take, the better you'll feel, the longer you'll live, as long as you'll get hit by a car, struck by lightning.
Get after it then.
But yeah, thank you guys.
This concludes the Grocery List podcast.
Ma'am, thank you, Elia, for suggesting it. Take care, guys. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Adam.
Love y'all.
Take care.
Get after it.